Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Wainwright. It's a Saturday night here in a do-or-die game for your Wainwright Rustlers, trailing 2-1 in this best-of-5 semifinals series in the Sask-Alta Senior Hockey League postseason. As the Rustlers and Flyers both line up on the blue lines, we'll hear from our PA announcer, Listen O Canada, before we get things going here tonight.
Welcome everyone to Sask-Alta Senior Hockey. This is game 4 of a best-of-5 semifinal. It's the Wainwright Rustlers and the Lashburn Flyers in Lashburn. Your starting goalies for Lashburn. Number 1, Matthew Noyes. Thomas Eisenman. On the blue line, for the Rustlers, ninth honorary captain. Please welcome Jude Eisenman. Jude is 5 years old and plays for Wainwright in 7. His favorite NHL team is the Minnesota Wild. His dad, Thomas Eisenman, is his favorite Russell. His sweet son, Justice Bilbo, and his 1903 wheel is all year. Please welcome tonight's honorary captain, Jude Eisenman.
A special thanks to tonight's honorary captain, Jude Eisenman, son of Rustlers goaltender Thomas Eisenman. And I know as Grandma Marie is watching from home, we thank her and all of you for joining us here tonight. And hopefully Jude can be a good luck charm for the Rustlers as their backs are up against the wall in this one. They went up to Lashburn last night and got beat pretty handedly, 12-0 in that one. They let up a couple of goals early on the power play and took a 4-0 deficit into the first intermission, and that just snowballed into a 12-0 loss. But they're looking to turn things around here tonight on home ice. They won here in Game 1, and they're looking to do the same again here tonight and extend their season and force a Game 5 in this semifinal series. Early on here, Rustlers win the opening draw and nearly entered the zone, but Lashburn steals it away quickly and moves it up the left wing. They try to dump it in deep. They can't get it deep enough. But then the Rustlers' clearing attempt was knocked down before it could exit the zone. So Lashburn with it deep in the far corner now. Trying to work it up to the point, but a good stick check there by Woodward. Knocks it loose, and now Hamilton picks it up. He goes cross ice to Carson James, and away he goes down the right wing. He'll dump it in and go for a quick line change. Rustlers, a full service change here, 5 sets of fresh legs. But now the Flyers work it up the right wing. They cross the blue line, send a no-look pass into the slot, but nobody was there, and the Rustlers able to pick it up. Pfister enters his zone, leaves it there for Shirley. Tried to give it back to Pfister, but the pass is redirected. Now Fisher with the battle right in front of us here in the corner. 3 Lashburn players there taking whacks at it. Finally, they come away with it and clear the zone. And the Rustlers working in deep into Lashburn territory once again. Watson was hard on the forecheck, but Lashburn able to exit the zone, but can't find any kind of breakout. Now Shirley picks it up right in front of the players' benches. Can't get it very deep. Bill picks it up here, flips it up in the air into the near corner in Rustlers territory, and Eisman comes out to play it around the wall. Rustlers can't get it out of the zone, though, and now a battle ensues in the corner. Perkins is in there poking at it, but Lashburn comes away with it, and their shot from the point goes just wide. Now from the right point, little hesitation move there by Grieve. Steps to the middle of the ice and fires a wrist shot, but Eisman with a good save that is steered off into the corner. Rustlers cleared down the ice. And that's going to be no icing as Grieve got on his horse and got there before icing could be called. And now the Flyers work down the left wing. It's Sylvester across the blue line. His wrist shot is blocked before he could reach the net. The Rustlers struggling to clear the zone once again. A chance in tight. Sylvester had the puck on the short side, but couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. Now the Rustlers have a chance to come the other way. Muse, who carried the puck to center ice and dumped it in, then got run over by a pair of Flyers. Now Clausen chips a loose puck deep into the corner, in behind the Flyers' net. He's in a battle there for it along the wall. And Rustler is able to stop the Flyers from exiting the zone the first time, but then on the second attempt, their pass doesn't connect, and that's an icing call, so we'll get a face-off down here in Lashburn territory. We're just over 3 minutes into this one. And I didn't get to this earlier, but you're starting goaltenders tonight for the Rustlers. Obviously, Thomas Eisman. And on the other side is Landon Noyes, who posted the shutout last night. Good chance there for Hamilton. Bit of a no-look shot, went just wide of the net. Now a battle along the wall. 3 Rustlers and 2 Flyers in there. And Woodward comes away with it. Looks for the sharp angle shot. Noyes with a good save. And now we're going to get a whistle here. It's going to be a hooking penalty. And Luke Crookedneck is going to head to the box, and the Rustlers will get the first power play of the night here in Game 4. Rustlers win the draw, but a little too cleanly, and it splits the defenseman. Scoots all the way down the ice. Fletcher hustles down to his own end to pick it up. Now from behind his own net, he leaves it there for Watson. Shirley crosses the blue line. Watson's got on the left wing, and now chance in front. They score! Connor James gets the Rustlers on the board, and they've got the 1-0 lead here on home ice. 4 minutes into this game, thanks to the power play unit. And Wainwright setting the tone early in this one after a big loss last night, desperately looking to keep their season alive. We get a whistle here just as the puck was dropped. Carson James and Kobe Moore were having some words there on the east side of the face-off circle at center ice there, but the officials get them sorted out, and away we go.
Your Rustlers' first goal. Connor James. Mike Sharkey. Time that goal, 16-4.
Sharp angle shot from the corners. Held on to by Eisman, and we'll get a face-off here, but not before some shoves are exchanged right in front of the Rustlers' net. And you can expect after a score like we saw last night that things might get a little chippy here in this game. Lashburn wins the draw and looks for the quick shot off the faceoff, but it goes off a stick and up into the netting. We'll do it all over again. Lashburn wins the draw once again, and the same shot there, but it makes it to the net this time. Eisman makes the save, but Lashburn picks up the rebound. They set up their offense once again. A long shot from the right point. He's knocked down before it could reach the net. Now the Rustlers come the other way. It's James crossing the blue line. The shot was deflected, ends up in the corner. Now Lashburn picks up the loose puck, and they got numbers come the other way. It's a 3-on-2 if they hustle. Good job by Connor James with a stick check there as the Flyers entered the zone to break up the quick rush. And now we got a loose puck in the corner. Flyers toss it on net. The Rustlers pick up the rebound and clear the zone. Now Bill with a long shot from the right point ends up right in the chest of Eisman. He holds on to that one for a face-off, and we'll get line changes for both sides here before we get back underway. 5 minutes and a couple seconds gone here in this first period. The Rustlers leading 1-0. Eisman holds on to that one once again. This thing's slow down here for the last shift or two. Lashburn wins the draw, and the shot off the faceoff was blocked before it could reach the net. Now a chance at the side of the goal. Good save made there again by Eisman. The Rustlers pick up the rebound. Perkins down the right wing, looks for the cross-ice pass to Muse. It was just out of his reach. We'll get an icing call here, coming all the way back down into Wainwright territory. The winner of this series will go on to play the Paradise Hill Hawks in the best-of-7 Sask-Alta Championship Series. Paradise Hill defeated Dewberry in their best-of-5 semifinal. Now Horn skates it all the way up the middle of the ice. A great chance there for Horn as the defenseman lumbered all the way right up the middle of the ice. Got a point-blank chance, but a good save made by Noyes. And in the process, Horn got a piece of the goaltender, and the Flyers were none too pleased about that. And get a little bit of rough stuff in front of the net. The officials are escorting Kelly Rogers to the box, and it looks like he's the only one that's going to go. So after that great scoring opportunity for Cole Horn, the Rustlers now are going to get a power play out of it. Pfister in for the draw against Wallace. And Pfister wins it for the Rustlers. It's Fletcher from the point. Across the way to James. Back to Fletcher. Down to Watson on the faceoff dot, all the way back across to James. Fletcher once again. Looking to find Shirley on the other faceoff dot, and he was open, but he couldn't handle the pass. And now the Flyers pick up the loose puck and have a chance to clear, which they do. Now Watson down the left wing. Tries to step around McNeil, but gets the puck knocked off his stick. Now it's pinned against the wall. Pfister comes away with it, drops it there for Watson. He takes his time looking for a teammate. Finds Fletcher at the point, but that puck was bouncing on him, and he couldn't get a hold of it. Getzinger with a chance to clear. Now Pfister carries it back into the zone. He gets hauled down. Shirley's there to pick it up behind the net. Shovels it off to Pfister, and now Bill is able to pick up the loose puck, and Lashburn clears the zone once again. .50 seconds remaining in this Rustler power play. Hamilton sends it in deep. Noyes comes out of his net to play it. Sends it around to Bill, who clears it once again. And we're down to just 30 seconds remaining in the power play. Smart play by Moore there, who picked up the puck in the offensive zone but didn't have a scoring chance. And he cleared it all the way back into his own zone to kill some time off this penalty kill. And now Horn and Moore get tied up right beside the Rustlers' goal, and Horn ends up hauling down Kobe Moore, and he's going to take a 2-minute minor of his own for hooking. So 4-4 hockey for the next 12 seconds. Rustlers win the draw, and Connor James is off to the races down the right wing. Plays it between his own legs into the corner. He maintains possession. Nice spinorama. He throws it out in front. Muse had a chance there, but he couldn't collect that saucer pass. And the Lashburn Flyers come the other way. Quick shot there. Looks like Eisman got a piece of it with his blocker, and Lashburn picks up the rebound. And a quick shot from Apokoku, and Eisman holds on to that one again for another faceoff. Flyers win the draw again, looking to set up their power play. Apokoku with it, slides it over to McNeil. His quick shot, save made. He gets it right back, and the second save made again by Eisman. Rustlers able to steal it away, clear it down the ice. And we've got just over a minute remaining in this current Flyers power play. Apokoku carries it himself, splits the D, carries it deep into the corner, and now in behind the net. Couldn't step around James. And the Rustlers pick it up, Shirley taking his time. Gets it back to James, who sends it down the ice, but only to the Flyers' blue line, and they quickly come the other way. It was going to be quickly, and then they decide to take their time at center ice. McNeil has it now. Crooked neck tries to slide it forward to Gamble, but it caught him in the skate. And that's going to be offside against the Flyers. With 25 seconds left in their power play, 9 minutes gone now in this first period, and the Rustlers still holding on to a 1-0 lead. McNabb tried to feed it to Moore, but it hopped over his stick, and the Rustlers have a chance to clear, and they do. Good job by Connor James. And with 5 seconds to go, Horn is standing in the penalty box, ready to come back on the ice as Lashburn carries it across the blue line. It's Getzinger. He fires a shot from the high slot, but no traffic in front, and Eisman makes the save easily as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Now off the face-off, Lashburn with another chance in the slot. The shot by Bill was saved and kicked into the corner. Bailey's there, played off the boards, but can't clear the zone. And now a mess in front of the Rustlers' net. Lashburn comes away with it, but Eisman with a good save there. Another shot blocked before it could make it to the net. That one does make it to the net, and Eisman holds on. And again, a little shoving after the whistle in front of the Rustlers' goal. Now referee Scott Walker is going to tee up Kobe Moore. And the Rustlers are going to get a power play out of this. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Moore. And to start the power play, we'll get a face-off off to the blocker side of Flyers goaltender Noyes. And Fisher with a quick chance there, but this shot was blocked. Rustlers working up to the point, but James couldn't hold on to that pass. Now he's got to take his time. Carries it back across the blue line. Works it into the corner. Now up to the point to Shirley. Back to James. Sends it across to Fletcher on the right side. Down low to Watson. He walks it up the wall. Gets it over to James. Now chance in front. Shirley tries to feed it right across the crease to Pfister. He got some air on that one, and Pfister couldn't knock it down. Watson sends it in deep. And a clearing attempt goes off the ankle of Shirley, and the Rustlers keep it in the zone for now. Pfister with a big hit along the wall. But Lashburn able to pick it up to clear the zone. Sylvester and James racing to it. James gets there first. He comes back the other way with speed. He crosses the blue line, steps into the slot, drops it for Shirley. His shot was blocked. And now Lashburn calmly clears the zone. 50 seconds remaining in this Rustlers power play. And Carson James skates it right up the middle of the ice. Crosses the blue line. Gets it across to Horn. Horn's shot was deflected in front by Perkins, but just inches wide of the outside post. Now Horn has it again. He fires. The shot goes just wide. The rebound went off the back wall and landed right on Woodward's stick, but he didn't have time to pull the trigger, and now a shot from the point from Hamilton. Caught out of the air by Noyes. And he slows things down here with 21 seconds remaining on the Rustlers power play. Rustlers with possession. Work it in deep. Hamilton's got it in the corner. Slides over to Perkins. He couldn't handle the pass. He chases it down. Couldn't get a hold of it. The Rustlers, though, able to keep it in the zone thanks to Carson James. And now Lashburn works in behind their own net, and they've got some time to move it up ice as we're back to even strength now, 5-on-5 hockey. Now Perkins chips it in deep and goes for a line change. Rustlers getting some fresh legs out there. And a great job by Muse on the forecheck to force a turnover. Leggett's got it. He's got Clausen in front, and he got upended before he could tap in the cross-crease pass. Now a chance in tight. Rustlers whack at it, and Muse scores. It's 2-0 for the Wainwright Rustlers here in Game 4. What a big effort shift from the Rustlers. Muse got it all started with a heavy forecheck and forced a turnover as Lashburn was trying to break out of their own end. They worked the puck in deep, got a couple chances, took a couple whacks at it, and finally Muse was able to bang it home. He gets rewarded for his great effort on the forecheck to start that all off.
Your Rustlers' second goal, and straight goals from number 66. Yes, session number 6, Turk Watson. Rattling, goals, 733. Use of awesome action, 733. Straight goal.
Now the Flyers from their own end look for the breakout pass to Crooked Neck, and a huge hit thrown there by Horn. Bailey's there to pick it up in the corner and work it up to Watson. Carries it across the blue line, comes in and fires a low shot. And Noy is able to grab that one underneath his pad. Just barely got enough of that one. But he holds on for the faceoff, and we get a draw here to his glove hand side. Now battling behind the net. Ray and Norman in there. Norman able to chip it up to the point. James slings it around the boards. And now from the point, Fletcher with a hard shot. Just steered into the corner by Noyes. McNeil picks it up. Slings it around the wall gives his team a chance to clear the zone. They do get it across the blue line, but Clausen's there to pick it up. But he had a teammate offside, so he had to check up, and now Lashburn with a chance to come the other way. But they turn it over. Hamilton picks it up in the neutral zone, crosses the blue line, but he was getting harassed by a pair of Flyers. Lashburn picks it up. Sylvester exits the zone and tries to feed it forward to Hope, but it was just out of his reach. And then that'll be an icing call against the Rustlers, and we'll go all the way down to the other end of the ice for the faceoff. 5 minutes, 43 seconds left in this opening period of Game 4. Great to see quite a few people watching the stream tonight, whether you're from Wainwright or Lashburn or anywhere in between. Thanks for joining us. Good scoring chance there for Lashburn at the side of the net, but Eisman made the save and gave his team a chance to come the other way. Carson James with a good effort play along the wall. Was able to get it in deep. Took a big hit in the process, but he keeps moving. He's going to head to the bench now and take a breather. Now Getzinger with a chance, but Eisman way out of his crease to cut down the angle and make the save. Kerr carries it down the right wing, dumps it in just over the Lashburn net. Rustlers were in the midst of a line change, though, so not much in terms of forecheck pressure there. Gives Lashburn a chance to come the other way. That shot from the wall is kicked away by Eisman. And now Perkins picks it up in his own end. Slides it over to Connor James. He's got Perkins in front, but he couldn't get there in time to tap in the backdoor pass. And now Leggett's going to take a penalty. Laid what looked to be a good hit from my vantage point on Justin Bill, but they're going to call it tripping. Maybe he got a skate in there. It might have been a little slew foot that we couldn't see from this angle. Leggett's going to make his way to the box. So with 4.5 minutes to go in the first period, Lashburn's going to go on the power play here. Looking to get their offense going tonight. McNeil from the point. Sends it into the corner. Now chance for Apokoku, the one-timer. But he couldn't get a whole lot on that. And Eisman makes the save, and now Shirley takes his time clearing the zone. He feeds it over to Watson. Came down the right wing with plenty of speed, but he got cut off and had to slow things down. Now Lashburn gets it back. They look to get their power play going here once again. Wainwright able to clear the zone once again on this power play that's down to 1 minute and 10 seconds. Gamble picks it up, crosses the blue line, steps to the outside on the right wing, now works it in behind the net. But he gets cut off there by Horn. Horn couldn't get a hold of the puck to clear the zone, though. Throws another big hit there, and now he does clear the zone. Great job on the penalty kill by Cole Horn. Big stretch pass from Noyes from his blue paint all the way to the far blue line. But Apokoku had stepped over the blue line just inches before the puck got there, and that's going to be offside against the Flyers. Hamilton nearly gave himself a scoring chance off the faceoff there, but Greaves steals it away. Sends it deep into Rustlers territory. A centering pass from behind the net ends up on a Rustler stick, and Connor James' clearing attempt ends up in the netting. So we got another faceoff here coming up. Flyers win the draw again. Look to set up their power play. It's Bill from the point. Sends it across the way to Grieve. He walks around the top of the zone and looks for the back post pass to Bill. But it was just out of his reach, and the Rustler is able to clear it. McNabb now carries it through the neutral zone, across the blue line. Feeds it all the way across the blue line to Bill. And it looked like he wasn't expecting that pass, fumbled a bit, and gave the Rustlers a chance to come the other way. It's Leggett down the left wing. His sharp angle shot is kicked away by Noyes, but now we get a whistle. It looks like we're going to get a Lashburn penalty, 2 minutes for interference. It's going to be Morgan Grieve heading to the box. Bit of a bad luck penalty for the Flyers there as Grieve just kind of got caught up in the rush and upended a Rustlers player. And now we're going to get another couple penalties here as Leggett and Moore were jawing at each other, acting like they were going to drop the gloves. And referee Scott Walker is going to send them both for unsportsmanlike. The officials try to keep this game under control here in the early going. Now, shortly after they killed off a penalty of their own, the Rustlers have a power play, and they have possession now off the faceoff. Shirley gets to Fletcher at the point. His shot right on goal, but save made. A chance now, and they scored, but it's immediately waved off. Shirley had banged it home. I'm not exactly sure what the referee was explaining to the players on the ice, but it was immediately waved off. Noyes may have had his mask come loose. He was adjusting that just before the puck dropped in this faceoff. So the Flyers catch a break there. And now the Rustlers have to try again on the power play. Watson carries it into the zone, chips it in deep, chases it down himself. From behind the net now, he's got Shirley in front. He tries to feed it to him with a soft little pass along the side of the goal, but couldn't get it through a mess of sticks and skates. And now Shirley with a chance here, but couldn't handle that bobbling puck. Pfister steps in from the wall, but the puck rolls off his stick, and Lashburn able to clear it again. Now stretch pass from Eisenman finds Shirley. He steps in and fires a shot. It goes just wide of the net. Lashburn struggling to clear the zone, and now the Rustlers get it in deep. Chance in front for Woodward. Another chance for Shirley. Woodward couldn't get a shot off. And then Shirley had a chance, but his shot rode up a Lashburn stick and into the netting. We'll get a face-off here with 48 seconds left in the Rustler power play and 1:05 left in this opening period. Wainwright wins the draw. Get it across to Connor James. He comes in, fires, and just missed the net. Now Woodward from the corner. Gets it to Perkins. He steps into the corner. Works it up to the point. Carson James with a sharp angle one-timer. With a good save made by Noyes. With 27 seconds left in this power play. Getzinger wins the draw for the Flyers. They're able to whack it off the wall and out into the neutral zone, but Connor James is there to collect it. Now we get a high stick call. Hamilton had knocked it down out of the air, and we'll get a face-off here in the neutral zone. .31 seconds left to go in the period. The Rustlers win the faceoff here just outside their own blue line. Connor James with it now. Steps around Getzinger. Slams on the brakes just after entering the zone. But it got knocked off his stick, and now Fletcher has to retreat as Lashburn starts a rush coming the other way. It's Getzinger with it. Slides it over to McNeil. But his backhand shot goes wide, and now the Rustlers come the other way. But that's going to do it for the first period as the Wainwright Rustlers hold on to a 2-0 lead after 20 minutes of hockey as they look to keep their season alive and force a Game 5 in this series. But both these teams are going to go take a breather, and we're going to do the same. Don't go far. We'll be back with you soon for the start of the second period. Welcome back for the start of the second period. If you're just joining us, the Rustlers took a 2-0 lead after the first 20 minutes of play. And now we'll switch sides and do it all over again. Lashburn leading 18-9 on the shot clock so far. Thomas Eisman has looked good through the first period of this game 4. And the Flyers win the opening faceoff of this period. Rustlers quickly force a turnover, though. And now James from the point. His shot's blocked before it could get to the net. And now Woodward forces a turnover. Gets it to Hamilton. Got a one-timer. In a good spot for a scoring chance. But the save was made, and then Lashburn sends it all the way down the ice for an icing call. Rustlers win the draw, and James with a little spinorama to avoid the pressure at the point. Noyes made the save on his shot. Now the Rustlers get it back near their own blue line. They chip it into the offensive zone. Watson's going to chase it down on the forecheck. Plenty of pressure. Lashburn able to escape it. They chip the puck out to center ice. Bailey's there to pick it up and play it deep into Lashburn territory. Now stretch pass is just behind Gamble. He wasn't able to hold on to that one, and now the Rustlers enter the zone. Pfister's hard shot goes over the net, and Lashburn clears the zone. Horn's there to flip it into the near corner. Now the Flyers come the other way. Getzinger down the left wing. Tries to step around Horn, but it goes off Horn's skate. And the Rustlers now with the chance to clear, but they flip it up and over the glass. We're going to get a face-off here off to Eisman's right-hand side. Lawson wins the draw for the Rustlers. Fletcher sends it up to Muse. Lashburn steals it right back. Getzinger from the blue line tries to work it in deep. And does get it to the corner. Now they work it back up to the point. Shot blocked by Perkins. Now the Rustlers are off to the races. Perkins with the puck. Clausen's right behind him. Perkins shoots. And Noyes with the save. Loose puck beside the net. Noyes tries to jump on top of it, but it's squirted loose, and the Flyers able to scoop it up, slow things down, and work their way out of their own end. Getzinger gets it knocked off his stick, and now Fletcher chases it into the corner. From the neutral zone, Lashburn trying to work it in deep, but Fletcher had them stood up at the blue line. A loose puck just bouncing around the Rustlers zone. Eventually, Lashburn comes away with it. Good shot block by James. And the shot from Bill at the top of the faceoff circle. And now Wainwright finally does get it out of their own end, and Carson James chips it forward where Grieve picks it up in his own end. And the Flyers work on a breakout of their own. Their stretch pass to Wallace doesn't connect. No icing on the play, though, and now Lashburn works it in behind the net. Hope plays it up to the point. Hard shot scooped out of the air by Eisman. We'll get a face-off here. Flyers win the draw. They get it to the point, but Rogers fanned on the shot from the blue line. The Rustlers have a chance to come the other way. Watson sends it across the top of the crease, but Pfister couldn't get a hold of that one to tap it home. Nice move. Sylvester, as he got the pass across the ice and took a big hit in the process. The Rustlers able to get it back before Lashburn could get a real scoring chance. And now Wainwright comes the other way. Watson carries across the blue line, but Shirley was expecting the pass on the right wing and couldn't hold up in time, so they go offside. Lashburn with possession off the faceoff as Reeve works it back behind his own net, gets it to Mackay, and his stretch pass looking for Crooked Neck was well out of his reach, so we'll get an icing call here. Rustlers win the draw here. Carson James at the shot, but that's blocked. Now his brother Connor picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Gets it to Carson, who sends it into the near corner. Woodward's trying to chase it down on the forecheck. Throws a hit on Grief, but didn't get much of him. Now the Rustlers get it back anyway, but then Carson James' shot is blocked. Campbell feeds it over to Mackay. Crooked Neck is there to pick up the loose puck now. Sends it to Grieve, gets it right back to Crooked Neck. Apakoku is looking for the one-timer. The pass is a little bit off the mark. And now Lashburn has to regroup in the neutral zone. Campbell carries across the blue line. Leaves it there for Apakoku, but it gets knocked off his stick. James gets it, tries to flip it up in the air, but it got knocked down. Eventually the Rustlers are able to shovel it off into the neutral zone. And now the Flyers regroup once again. Mackay with it at his own blue line. Skates it through the neutral zone, but loses a handle on it. That gave Connor James a chance to pick it up. Hamilton bats it with a high stick into the Lashburn bench. So we're going to get a face-off in Rustler territory. Boston wins the draw. The Rustlers not able to clear the zone, though, and now Getzinger has it here in front of the Zamboni doors. Tries to work it back towards the middle of the ice. Got knocked off his stick, but Lashburn able to keep it in the zone. And now chance in tight for McNabb. But his one-timer missed the net. He got 2 or 3 more whacks at it, but Eisenman stood his ground. Eventually got a hold of it for the face-off. Just about 6 minutes into this second period already. Wainwright still holding on to their 2-0 lead. Scoring chances back and forth on both ends so far here in this second. Now Pfister with a chance to clear. He doesn't get it too deep. Watson's there to put some pressure on Mackay and try to force a turnover, but Lashburn able to maintain their composure and work it down towards the Rustler blue line. Horn's there to send it the other way. Now the Flyers gain the zone, and they got a chance here. A 2-on-1 from the side of the goal. A good chance there for Justin Bill, but he couldn't get the puck up and over the pad, the outstretched left pad of Eisenman. He hangs on for another draw. Loose puck off the draw. Lashburn's going to get to it first. Hope leaves it at the point. Long shot. Looked like Sylvester got a piece of it to redirect it in front of the net, but Eisman made the save anyway. Now Grieve sends it in deep. Throws a good hit on Pfister in the process, too. And now Hope works it around, walks up the wall, gets it to Wallace, and then Sylvester with a chance in front. But he couldn't get the shot off in time. Now from the wall, Shirley chips it forward, tries to chase it down himself, but Grieve got there first. Shirley is in need of a line change. Rustlers with some fresh legs out there. And they'll have a chance to take a breather, too, as Eisman holds on to that dump attempt. Crooked Neck wins the draw for Lashburn. Now a shot from the point from McNeil, but not much traffic in front. So Eisman makes the save easily. Get another face-off coming up. Hamilton and Crooked Neck line up once again. Hamilton wins it this time. And Horn works it behind his own net. He got his stick tied up, and he couldn't get the pass off. Lashburn sent a cross-crease pass there. It was nearly an easy tap-in, but a good defensive stick by Hamilton to break up that play. Now we get a puck up in the air. Nearly went into the benches, but somehow dropped back to the ice. Carson James tries to send one in front for Hamilton, but it hopped over his stick. Ends up right on goal where Noyes picks it up. Down to 12 minutes, 11 seconds, nearing the halfway mark of this hockey game. The Rustlers still working with a 2-goal lead. Wainwright wins the faceoff, and Fletcher sends a shot from the point just wide of the net. Now Fletcher picks up the loose puck, center ice, and sends it in behind the Lashburn net. Muse on the forecheck. But McNeil able to step around him, and McNeil carries it himself down the ice. He got knocked off his stick, and then he got dumped, and the Rustlers come the other way. But James got his pocket picked. And now Getzinger with it. Steps in and fires a shot up high. Eisman holds on to that one pretty easily. Wainwright wins the draw, and Bailey works it in behind the net, gets it to Shirley, who whacks it off the boards and out of the zone. Pfister with the puck now, shovels it off to Shirley, and they might have a chance here. He tries to slide it back to Watson in the high slot, but the pass is just behind him. And the Flyers come the other way. Good shot from the top of the faceoff circle, but an even better save made, and the Rustlers pick up the rebound and clear it to center ice. Bailey's there to try to chip it off the wall, but he gets tied up there in the corner. Now pass in front is picked off by Shirley. He couldn't hold on to it, though, and now Lashburn gets possession back. Chance in front now, but a wonderful save by Eisman. Oh, my goodness. What a sprawling save. In desperation mode, Eisman keeps the Flyers off the board with that big glove hand. And he takes a little look down at it as the play moves down the ice, saying thank you to that glove hand. Now Ray sends a stretch pass to Pfister, but all he could do was get a piece of it and chip it deep as he goes for a line change. Stretch pass from Lashburn goes all the way down the ice, and we get an icing call here. Eisman, my goodness, what a save. Absolute game changer moment from the Wainwright goaltender. Keep this a 2-0 hockey game as we now sit at the halfway point of regulation here. Fletcher, good job to keep the puck inside the blue line. Plays it off the back wall. James is in there battling for it. Lashburn comes away with it. Hamilton nearly stole it away there. The Flyers do a good job to work it down ice. Crooked Neck with a sharp angle shot is scooped up by Eisenman. Lashburn wins the draw and sends a quick shot towards the net, but it goes wide. Now Woodward's stick shatters as he tries to play the puck around the boards. Now he's got to battle along the wall with nothing but 2 feet and 2 hands. But the Rustlers able to come away with it. Carson James picks it up, flips it up in the air, but doesn't get very deep. And now you get a whistle here. It's going to be offside against the Flyers, as I think Moore was a step ahead of the play. Take a quick second here as the linesman clears the broken stick off the ice. And we're ready to go. Getzinger wins the draw. And the long shot from the neutral zone ends up right on net. Eisenman smothers that one. Shot from the point from Lashburn went through a whole mess of traffic. Somehow made its way to Eisenman, but he made the save. And now another shot from the point goes just wide. Perkins gets to it, flips it in the air, trying to hit Leggett on the fly, but wasn't able to knock it down out of the air. We get an icing call against the Rustlers. Flyers win the draw again. Grieve with a one-timer from the point. But Eisenman kicked out that right pad and sent it into the corner. Grieve works across the blue line, but can't connect in the pass. Perkins sends it down the ice. No icing as Muse was the first man there, but couldn't beat Noyes to the puck. And now Lashburn comes the other way. It's Moore down the right wing. Mano a mano with Connor James, but he feeds it down to Getzinger, and Getzinger with a sharp angle backhander. It's held onto by Eisenman. And again, some more pushing and shoving in front of the Rustlers' net, as has been the theme of the evening. .8:13 remaining in this second period. And the Flyers win the draw again. They've been strong in the faceoff circle tonight. Wallace tries a centering pass, looking for Sylvester. The Rustlers pick it off, and Shirley comes the other way. Sends it to the near corner. Pfister's chasing it down. Watson's with him. Watson picks up the puck. Cycles back into the corner. Tries to feed it around the wall to Pfister, but Lashburn picked that off. Now James from the neutral zone has to check up as he had teammates offside, but he does carry it into the offensive zone. Gets a shot off, but not a great scoring chance, and Lashburn able to clear it down the ice. Fletcher's pass is off the mark, and now Lashburn carries it into the offensive zone, but only momentarily as Fletcher stepped up and made a good hit at the blue line. Shirley's got it at the far blue line now. Rogers knocked it off his stick, and Lashburn steals it back. Sylvester with a nice move to step around Bailey. loses the handle a bit at the blue line, but the Flyers stay onside. But then Bailey with a great makeup effort to pick the pocket of Sylvester and get that puck back for the Rustlers. They clear it down the ice. Now Norman sends it in deep. Noyce comes out. Can't get his paddle on it, but Lashburn picks it up anyway. It's Grieve with it. Tries to feed it over to Gamble, but the pass is well behind him. And all he could do was send it back in his own territory and slow things down. No icing on that missed stretch pass, so James chases it down, rings it off the wall. Lashburn knocks it down. They knock down the second clearing attempt too, and now Gamble has it deep in the corner. Steps around James. Sends a pass to Desmond, and a hard shot. That was caught by Eisenman and held on for another faceoff. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in this second period. Still 2-0 Wainwright, but Lashburn dominating on the shot counter, 33-13 right now. Eisenman has been busy all night long. Pair of 17s at the faceoff dot, but Hamilton is the one who wins it this time against Lashburn captain Getzinger. Now Moore carries it across the blue line. His shot was blocked. The second shot was blocked too. Fletcher registering a couple of shot blocks in a matter of 2 seconds. And now James tries to hit Hamilton in stride, but wasn't able to handle that hard pass. And we're going to get an icing call here. Getzinger wins the draw this time against Hamilton, and Moore has possession just inside the blue line, but his shot was blocked by Connor James. James now going to carry it himself across the blue line. He's got a pair of Rustlers with him. He tries to feed his brother in the high slot, but Carson fanned on that one-timer, and now Lashburn's got numbers the other way. And another incredible save by Thomas Eisenman. My goodness. What an effort from the Wainwright goaltender. As Justin Bill even gives him a little tap on the shoulder on his way back to the bench to say, good job, mate. Eisenman is just playing out of his mind tonight here in this do-or-die game for the Rustlers. Now Grieve sends it to McNabb in the corner. Sharp angle shot goes off Eisenman's shoulder and off the side of the net. Orrin plays it around the wall. Muse is there to pick it up. He's got Leggett with him and Perkins, but he's going to carry it himself. The Rustlers just stay onside. Muse gets tied up going into the corner. And Grieve comes away with the puck. Lashburn coming the other way. They played into the near corner in front of us here, but we get a whistle. Brandon Muse is going to head to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. Now the Flyers, who have had all kinds of scoring chances here in the second period, have a chance to get something done on the power play. Rustlers win the first draw of the power play. Or penalty kill, depending on what side of this game you're on. And now they're able to clear the zone. Gamble carries across the blue line. It's a shot right on net. And Watson picks it up. He's going to go for a little skate. He was being harassed by a couple Flyers, so he just dumps it in. Chased it down himself. Just to kill some more time off of this Muse penalty. Now Mackay carries across the blue line, cuts back to the middle of the ice, feeds it over to Gamble on the left wing. He works it into the corner, tried to play it around the boards, but it caught the referee's skate, so he picks it back up. They get it to the point. McNeil feeds it across to Mackay. Back to McNeil. Down to Apakoku, and that one-timer was steered away by the paddle of Eisenman. Crooked Neck taking his time in the corner. Tries to find Gamble, but Shirley did a good job of tying his stick up, and then the pass back to the point was mishandled by Mackay, and the Flyers have to check up. And the Rustlers get a hold of the puck. Cleared all the way down the ice. And we're down to just 30 seconds remaining in the Muse slashing penalty, with a little over 3 minutes to go in this second period. Good hit there by Cole Horn. As Moore was trying to enter the zone, Bill picked up the loose puck and got a shot on goal, but Eisman with yet another save. So we got 19 seconds to go in this Rustler penalty kill. Flyers win the faceoff. Grieve loses an edge, but he's able to keep the puck in the zone. Hamilton with a good whack at it to knock that puck loose. And now Horn has it pinned against the back wall behind the Rustler net. Great job by Horn here, killing plenty of time. And even comes away with the puck himself. What an effort by Cole Horn on the penalty kill. He sends it all the way down the ice, but it was just after the penalty had expired. Literally seconds after Muse had stepped on the ice, so that's going to be an icing call. Wallace and Hamilton in for the faceoff here. And Hamilton wins it. Horn plays it off the wall. Muse there to pick it up, but he can't clear the zone. He does clear the zone. The linesman says that puck just barely crossed the blue line. And we get an offside call here. 2.5 minutes to go in this middle frame. It's been an exciting game on a Saturday night here in Wainwright, with a lot on the line. The Rustlers doing their part to keep their series and their season going here. If they can win tonight, they'll play Game 5 back in Lashburn tomorrow. Early evening game. Would be a 5:30 puck drop. Now Clausen from the neutral zone. Gets the pass up to Perkins. He plays it in deep. Leg it in on the forecheck, but Noyes is able to ring it around the boards. And now a chance here for Lashburn, but good job there by Kerr to tie up the stick of Desmet and avoid the little backdoor one-timer chance. Rustlers clear the puck from the front of the net, but they can't clear the zone, and now a redirect from the bottom of the faceoff circle from Apakoku. Nearly snuck past Eisman, but he got a piece of it with his shoulder. Now McNeil carries it across the blue line, but he gets stood up there, and now Pfister picks it up. If he hustles, the Rustlers have a chance here. He's got Watson on his right. But nothing comes of that rush, and then the puck gets deflected over the glass and into the crowd. With just a couple ticks under a minute to go in this second period, we'll get a face-off in Lashburn territory. The Flyers win it, working in behind their own net. Woodward with a great forecheck. Forces a turnover, and now Hamilton tries to work it out of the corner, but it gets knocked off his stick, and Lashburn flips it up in the air down the ice. Not far enough for icing. So we're down to 35 seconds to go in this second period. Now a chance for Hamilton if he gets on his jets, but he couldn't get to that in time. Noyes is able to swat that away with the big goalie paddle. Lashburn sends it down the ice. It was knocked down by James. Now Gamble picks up the loose puck. Tries to step around James. Centering pass from the side of the goal. He couldn't get it through. And now with 3 seconds to go, Crooked Neck looks for a centering pass himself. But that one doesn't connect either. And that's going to do it. After 40 minutes of hockey, the score is still 2-0 after a scoreless second period. And that is due to some incredible goaltending by Thomas Eisman, making multiple highlight reel saves in that middle period and keeping his Rustlers ahead by 2 as we head to the second intermission. Don't go far. We'll be back with you in about 20 minutes for the third period. Welcome back for the third period, folks. We're a couple seconds late, but we're underway here. If you're just joining us, it's been a heck of a hockey game here in Wainwright in this Game 4 of the semifinal best-of-5 series. The Rustlers with a 2-0 lead coming into this third period, backed by some incredible goaltending play by Thomas Eisman so far in this one. And now a bit of a muddled face-off. Carson James nearly had a scoring chance there off the draw, but his shot goes just wide. Getzinger picked it up off the wall, but got his pocket picked right away. Now, along the far wall, Lashburn gets it up to the point. That shot from McNeil was blocked before it could make its way to the net. And now Lashburn dumps it in, but they're offside, so the Rustlers have a second to collect themselves. They were in need of a line change, so they chipped it down the ice, which led to an icing call against Lashburn. So we'll get a face-off down here in Flyers territory. Apokoku wins the face-off here. Mackay picks it up on the fly behind his own net. He can't clear the zone. Watson gets a hold of it, plays it in behind the Lashburn goal once again. Now the Flyers find a breakout. Apokoku crosses the red line and dumps it in. Horn's there to pick it up in the corner, and he leaves it there for Watson. Now up to Shirley and across the ice to Pfister. But a good defensive play made there by Grieve. And Lashburn able to turn the puck up ice. It's Gamble crossing the blue line on the left wing. His shot goes wide of the net. And Leggett is there to pick up the rebound. Rustlers with numbers. Connor James carries it in, fires a shot that rides up the stick of Desmet and up into the netting. So we'll get a face-off here. Perkins battling for it in the corner with Wallace, with Desmet. Leggett comes in to help out. And the puck squirts free behind the Lashburn net, and they're able to clear the zone. Now Leggett from center ice feeds it over to Perkins on the left wing. His wrist shot caught Noyes up high, and he couldn't hold on to the rebound, but his teammates picked him up, and they're able to clear the zone. Austin Hope carried the puck in down the right wing and put a shot on goal, but then got blown up along the wall. But Lashburn still able to retain possession. Hope with a chance in front. And his backhander goes wide. Now Grieve from the point with a long shot that missed the net. Now Connor James picks it up, plays it high off the glass down the ice, and that is going to be an icing call. As we're now 3 minutes expired in this final period of regulation. Rustlers win the draw here thanks to Trevor Clausen. They're not able to clear the zone. A heavy shot from McNeil at the point goes wide of the net. Rustlers pick up the rebound. It's Norman skating it into the corner, and a chance in front from Clausen. He got his stick lifted right at the last second as he was looking to tap home that cross-crease pass. Good defensive play by Cole Horn there to step up and put a stop to the rush just inside the blue line. Carries it down the ice himself, but his shot missed the net. Now Lashburn comes the other way with numbers. Moore kicks it up to his stick, but they get stood up at the blue line with a good hit by Cody Woodward. Now Lashburn retains possession. They get it to McNeil at the point. His shot caught what looked to be a Rustler body in front of the net, and then the Rustlers tried to clear the zone, but end up putting it up and over the glass and out of play. Another minute gone in this third period, and the Rustlers will get a face-off in their own defensive zone here. Flyers with a face-off win, and the shot right off the draw ended up well over the net. Somehow Lashburn gets the rebound up at the point, but Rustlers steal it away quickly. Watson carries it across the blue line, slams with the brakes. Nice little move to evade a defender, but Reeve got the better of him the second time around and stole it right back. Now Mackay looks for an outlet pass, nothing there, so he steps around Leggett and carries it himself. He gets dumped by Leggett at the half wall, but holds on to the puck. Gets it to Grieve at the point, and his slap shot was steered away by the blocker of Eisenman. Now Apakoku flips it up in the air. Ends up getting it to Crooked Neck in the corner. He sends it down low behind the net. Gamble tried to chase it down, overskated it, and then Connor James flipped it up into the netting. So we'll get another face-off here. 5 minutes gone now in this third period, and the Rustlers still leading by 2 in this do-or-die elimination game. Lashburn off the draw, a wraparound chance there. And a couple whacks at it, but Eisenman stands his ground, holds on, and now the Rustlers aren't too happy that the Flyers were taking some hefty whacks at Eisenman in the blue paint. It all started with a great wraparound scoring chance from McNabb. And it looked like he had Eisenman beat. He just couldn't tuck it in around the post. And there's a loose puck in the crease, and Lashburn was just whacking away at it. The Rustlers took that personally. And they're going to play 2 minutes shorthanded because of it as Brandon Muse heads to the box. But they're not going to be shorthanded as the officials send a flyer to the box too. Trying to get a look at the number. Didn't catch a number on who went to the box. But incidental minors, and we stay with 5-on-5. It's going to be a slash for Muse and a cross check for Desmet. We'll continue playing even strength 5-on-5 hockey here. The Rustlers looking to break out of their own end. Hamilton sends it in deep. McNeil's there to pick it up beside his net. His pass to Sylvester was off the mark. The Rustlers stole it away only momentarily. Lashburn took it right back. And now they're looking to get their offense going with a breakout here. They play it in behind the net. Fletcher's there to chip it forward. It pops way up in the air. And now Wyatt picks it up, coming down the right wing. He's got a step on the defender. He goes one-handed, backhanded, trying to beat Noyes. But couldn't tuck it home as Noyes was sprawled across his crease. Made a great save there. Now Wallace slams on the brakes just inside the blue line, but Connor James read that like a book and was able to steal it away and chip it down the ice before going for a line change. Grieve skating it all the way down the ice on his own with plenty of pace. Gets a shot on goal, but Eisenman in good position makes the save. and holds on as we're down to 13 minutes, 14 seconds to go. The Rustlers ringing around the boards in their own end. They're not able to clear the zone, though. Lashburn gets it in deep once again. Horn steals it away. Gets it up to Clausen and then up to Leggett. But Leggett took a huge hit from Grieve right at the blue line. And now Leggett and Moore exchanging words. Leggett wants to go. Moore won't oblige. As Leggett was egging Moore on for the second time tonight. The first time they both went to the box. This time play continues on and Eisman makes the save. Leggett and Moore still exchanging words on their way back to the bench. So we'll see if that develops into anything. Rustlers win the draw here. Connor James picks it up. Exits the zone himself and sends a nice pass towards his brother Carson, but wasn't able to handle that hard pass. Just barely missed it. But the Rustlers keep it in the zone. Fletcher with a hard shot, and it's redirected by Hamilton in the slot. But a good save made by Noyes. Now Lashburn the other way. Gamble's got it in the corner. It's stuck on a teammate there momentarily. And the Rustlers steal it away. It's Carson James feeding it up towards Woodward, but he can't handle that pass. And now Pfister in the neutral zone. Tries to play it around McNabb, but couldn't get to the loose puck in time. And now Pfister has to regroup in his own end. He's got it behind the net. Plays it off the wall to Shirley, and he tries to chip it forward, but can't get it out of the zone. Lucky for him, Lashburn was in the midst of a partial line change and didn't have a whole lot of pressure on him, but the puck is down behind the Rustler goal now. Wainwright picks it up, comes away with it. That's Wyatt Watson carrying it. Works it down the right wing. Nice little move to step around Desmet. Looks for the centering pass to Shirley, but Shirley couldn't get there in time. And now Lashburn moves up ice. It's McNabb carrying it across the blue line. He's got Hope with him, but he goes the other way, and they score. Lashburn gets on the board. It's Eric Wallace cashing in on that cross-ice pass. And all of a sudden, we got ourselves a one-goal hockey game with 10:44 to go in regulation. Getzinger wins the draw here, but there's a quick whistle. It's going to be a high sticking penalty. Looks like Moore's going to head to the box. I didn't get a look at it, but I imagine Leggett was egging him on and somehow drew that penalty. I'm going to get a look on my trusty instant replay here. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. They were lined up opposite each other, the face-off. And they were just having a little stick battle as the puck dropped, and more stick came up and caught Leggett right in the face. So the Rustlers now get a power play and a chance to answer back after that Lashburn goal. And a good chance there by Connor James, but a good save made by Noyes. And the Flyers able to clear the zone. Hamilton now carries it through the neutral zone. Gets knocked off his stick the last second by Mackay. Good defensive play, and now Lashburn looking for a shorthanded opportunity. Mackay loses a handle on it. Rustlers able to pick it up. Carson James with it now, slows things down, gets it over to his brother Connor. Connor slides it up to Perkins. He crosses the blue line, chips it into the corner. Lashburn rings it around the boards, but Carson James is there to pick it up. Feeds it over to Connor. Now down low. And a good chance there for Shirley on the sharp angle shot, but couldn't beat Noise. And now we're going to get a penalty. The referee behind the play is going to call a penalty on Cale Perkins. It's going to be a cross check. The referee that was 25 feet away didn't call any penalty, but the one standing in center ice did. It's going to be a cross check against Cale Perkins, and the Rustlers' power play goes by the wayside. Wainwright wins the faceoff here. And Horn is going to carry it himself. They chip it in deep. Noise comes out to play it around to Grieve. And now Crooked Neck swings it around the boards. He's got Apakoku on the other side. But he can't handle that off the boards, and Watson now carries it down ice. Steps through a pair of defenders, but it got knocked off his stick. And now Crooked Neck dropped his stick, and Watson's going to take a slashing penalty. And just like that, we got some 4-on-3 hockey coming our way. With 9 minutes right on the nose remaining in this third period. Rustlers win the draw and quickly clear it all the way down the ice. And in 10 seconds, the Flyers will have just over a minute's worth of a 5-on-3 power play. Eisman makes a good save off the long shot from Apakoku and holds on. 2 seconds remaining in the Lashburn penalty. And it'll be a minute 5 of a 5-on-3 opportunity for the visiting team. Flyers win the draw. Moore's out of the box. The Rustlers pick it up and clear it all the way down the ice. Eight minutes to go in this third period. Apakoku carries the puck across the blue line, drops it back to the point. But that pass along the blue line snuck into the neutral zone, so Lashburn regroups, regains possession in the offensive zone. Now Crooked Neck with a little spinorama along the wall. Gets it to Gamble, up to Apakoku, and a great block shot there by Hamilton, and a chance at the side of the goal. And Lashburn cashes in. We got ourselves a tie hockey game. Flyers score again. My goodness. The Rustlers give Lashburn a golden opportunity. A whole lot of power play time. Unfortunately, both questionable penalty calls against the Rustlers in that sequence, but it is what it is, and the Lashburn Flyers cash in twice in a matter of seconds. And all of a sudden, they've got a 3-2 lead with 7.5 minutes to go in this third period. There's the captain, Getzinger, cashing in, and they score again. And the wheels start to fall off on the Wainwright Rustlers. Lashburn explodes for 3 goals in mere seconds. $7:15 left to go in the third period, and the Rustlers are going to call a timeout, slow things down as the momentum is shifted completely over to the Lashburn bench. As in just a couple blinks of an eye, the Flyers take control of this hockey game. But plenty of hockey left to play. $7:15 left to go. The Rustlers' season on the line. They need 2 to tie. Lashburn sends it all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing. A scrambled draw here, and the Flyers come away with it, chipping into the neutral zone.
Congratulations to today's 55th winner, Stephen Apple, team of 2,275. Thank you to everyone who supported Capsule.
Now Connor James steps out from behind his net, looking for a stretch pass. Gets it to Hamilton. Slams on the brakes in the corner. His centering pass gets deflected out of the point, and the Rustlers score! The Rustlers have life. With 6.5 minutes to go, they get one back. It's Carson Fletcher hammering one home from the point. And after they call a timeout, the Rustlers get momentum back in their favor. Boy, we've got a hockey game on our hands tonight. What an emotional roller coaster these last 3 minutes of hockey has been. And now the Rustlers working in the offensive zone once again. Connor James picks it up there, sends a wrist shot that goes wide of the net. And the Flyers are going to have a chance to clear, which they do. Krickendeck picks it up along the right wing. He crosses the blue line, cuts back to the middle of the ice, cuts back to the outside again. Tried to feed Gamble down low, but it was knocked away. Rustlers can't clear the zone just yet, though. And now Gamble from the corner sends it in behind the net. Connor James is going to chase it down, flip it up in the air, and that's going to go over the glass and into the crowd. 5:54 to go now as things start to get intense here in the third period. Rustlers win the draw here. It's Horn from behind the net. Feeds it up to Perkins. Chips it off the wall, but can't get it past Mackay. He gets it back, though, and sends it in deep. Noise. Leaves it there for McNeil. He walks out from behind the net, plays it off the glass. Moore is there in the neutral zone to pick it up. Feeds it all the way across to Mackay, who just chips it in deep and goes for a line change. Connor James with the puck on a stick now. He skates it through the neutral zone. Cuts to the right wing. He's got a step on the defender, but Grieve did a great job knocking that puck loose at the very last second. Sylvester gets it to Bill. His backhand shot saved by Eisenman. Bill gets it back now along the wall and fires a hard shot wide of the net. Nearly caught a couple guys up high in the face area, but Lashburn is able to play it in deep. 4.5 minutes to go now as Carson James carries across the blue line. Plays it into the corner. Woodward's there to find it. He's got Hamilton with him. Hamilton, nice little dangle, gets it back up to the point. And Horn's shot didn't have much traffic in front. Noise makes the save. 4:24 left to go. Lashburn with possession off the faceoff. Bang it off the wall, but not that far down the ice. Kerr picks it up. Gets it across to Pfister. He tries to get it deep, but it caught the linesman. Then Pfister knocks it down out of midair. Gets to Shirley, and Shirley can't handle that puck. Kerr's shot didn't have much mustard on it. Didn't make it to the net. And now Horn skates it in along the left wall. And it gets stolen away, and now Connor James has to pick it up in his own end. Shirley got a piece of that to deflect it into the corner and eliminate the icing call, but now Grieve skates it end to end, plays it in behind the net. Connor James is there to pick it up. 3.5 minutes to go. James carries it himself, steps around a couple defenders, fires a shot, but it rides up the stick of Rogers and into the netting, and now we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be a slashing call. And Crooked Neck is heading to the box, and the Rustlers, when they need it the very most, have a power play opportunity. We're going to get a timeout on Lashburn's side now as they talk about this penalty kill of theirs in these crucial moments. What an exciting night of hockey this has been. It's a great crowd here tonight at Wainwright. Lots of Lashburn fans brave the weather and that awful snowstorm we've got going on outside. Made the trip of about an hour and 15 minutes down here to Wainwright to watch this game 4. They are rowdy as always, the Rustlers fans, showing their support for their home team as well in this all-important game 4. And it all comes down to these last 3 minutes and 21 seconds to see if the Rustlers can tie this up. Pfister wins the faceoff here. Watson's got it. Tries to get in front to Pfister. Pfister couldn't get a deflection on it. He does get it back to Watson at the half wall, but he loses an edge on that rough ice right in front of the Zamboni door. And that gives Lashburn a chance to clear the zone. 3 minutes left. You could almost hear a pin drop in here. These Rustlers fans are on the edge of their seats. Fletcher at the point now. Sends a shot just wide. Pfister picks it up behind the net. Tries to feed it in front of Shirley. Shirley gets a whack at it. But it gets kicked off into the corner. Sylvester placed off the glass. Can't clear the zone though. Rustlers get it back. Now Wyatt has it. Sends it down low to Pfister. Chance in tight. And he tries to go up top, short side. But Noy's got a piece of it with his shoulder. Rustlers now working up to the point. Fletcher over to Connor James. He hesitates, shoots, but that one is blocked. He gets tripped up here, but no penalty. And now Watson from the corner. Sends it in front, but it's deflected off the stick of Sylvester and up into the crowd on the far side of the ice. And with 2:01 remaining in this third period, we got 40 seconds remaining on the Rustler power play. Hamilton wins the faceoff. Rustlers with possession now, setting up their power play once again. James at the point. Gets it to Hamilton. Hamilton across to Carson James. Looking for the one-timer, but it was just out of his reach. James gets it back. He shoots, but it's blocked. Lashburn clears the zone. 1 minute, 35 seconds left in regulation. 15 seconds left in the power play. Eisman will be looking to the bench. Getting ready to bring on an extra skater. He slowly makes his way through the defensive zone, getting ready to go. A chance there as Watson's shot was blocked. Lashburn placed off the glass and down the ice. It's not going to be icing as Sylvester is there to chase it down. Horn has to try and steal it away from him. It's a battle in the corner. Horn shoves him off the puck. Gets it up to Shirley, and Eisman's coming to the bench. The extra skater is on the ice. A chance in front for Pfister, but he couldn't get his stick on it. And now the puck will go over the glass and into the crowd. And we'll get a face-off down here in Flyer territory. 53.8 seconds left, potentially, in the Rustlers season. They've got 6 skaters on the ice. It's Mike Shirley, Derek Pfister, Kelvin Hamilton, Wyatt Watson, Connor James, and Carson Fletcher. The Flyers able to clear the zone. Rustlers have to check up now. The Flyers send it all the way down the ice. It's not going to be icing, so the Rustlers have to hustle. 37 seconds to go. Connor James with the puck on his stick. It gets stolen away just inside the blue line. Moore picks it up there. Tries to send it down low, but it caught the linesman. And now a little backhander. Hits the post. And the Rustlers have a chance if they hustle. 21 seconds to go. Connor James with the puck on his stick. He sends it up to Hamilton. He crosses the blue line. Drops it for Watson. His cross-ice pass is knocked down. Lashburn Flyers steal it back. Now the puck's kept in by Fletcher, and that's going to do it. Bill scores on the open net with 1.4 seconds to go. Lashburn Flyers book their ticket to the Sask-Alta Championship Series, and the Rustler season comes to an end tonight on Saturday, March 2nd. It was a heck of a season for the Rustlers. They dealt with a lot of injuries this year and some adversity. They made it all the way to Game 4 against a very talented Lashburn Flyers team. Well, that's going to do it for the 2023-24 season here in Wainwright, as these two teams line up in center ice to shake hands after a very hard-fought series. Despite the blowout win last night, this was a heck of a series to watch. Well played by both sides. And best of luck to both the Lashburn Flyers and the Paradise Hill Hawks in the upcoming championship series. It should be a heck of a series to watch. And thanks to all of you for joining us all throughout the season from far and wide. I know we have fans scattered across the country as they come and go from Wainwright that have tuned in to join us. Fans watching games from their hotel rooms and from the beach on vacation. We appreciate all your support all year long. You've been incredible. But that's going to do it for us for this year. Enjoy your off season. Enjoy the warm weather when it comes around, and we'll see you again next fall, next winter for the start of the 24-25 season. Until then, I'm Zach McLaughlin signing off. Take care.